think it's really important to understand where we are today in terms of the cost of living, especially for individuals who are on fixed incomes. This is going to be a major problem for a lot of people. As you can see already today, we have issues. But look at what's happening with pension funds. They are consistently underfunded. They have serious issues that are not going to be dealt with simply by raising taxes and creating different programs that unfortunately have never resolved anything and never will. This is a problem that I have seen going on in the United States in particular, but of course this is the same thing in Canada. We see the same thing in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and so on, where many people today, they're at the very, very end, okay? They cannot spend any more money. They cannot save any more money. They're pinching pennies as far as they can do it, and unfortunately for the majority of them, they are going to experience a higher cost of living in the near future. Okay, this is the way it goes. As you can see, look at gasoline prices, for instance, California in particular. If you look around the United States, it's a different picture depending on where you are. Of course, we see California, the costs have been rising dramatically, particularly with the case of gasoline right now, but who knows where it will be in the next, let's say, few months. That's hard to determine. But you look at things overall, and yes, the prices have risen. They rise for different reasons. It could be a shortage. It could be something that occurs, some tensions between two countries. You could have other issues all along the line. It doesn't matter. What matters is that individuals, those people who are, in fact, they're on fixed incomes, they're going to be screwed over. Okay, these people here who are oftentimes 65 years plus, they have retired and they need to maintain the amount of money they're spending. However, everything keeps rising. So what can they do? Always the question, what do people do? Well, I think it's really important to always have some sort of income coming in other than your primary income. So maybe you work a 9-to-5 job. You have to figure out a way to get another source of income. I didn't say assets. I'm talking about having another source of income. And that's important to do. It could be something that is very passive. It could be something that's active. So maybe you have a part-time job. Maybe you do something on the side. Maybe you have a business that you operate on the internet. It could be a matter of, so many different things. However, there needs to be a secondary source, because if you lose the first one, then you're in big trouble. This is one thing. For people who are retired and they are basically going off of, whatever they can get with their pension funds, with their, Social Security and things, this is truly bad for these people who are definitely going to have a problem when they see that level shrinking. Of course, we've seen entitlement reforms. If you look at this term constantly being used, entitlement reforms, they're going to make changes to the amount of money that people are getting, and I think that a lot of people are going to be screwed over as a result. So what's important is that these individuals are able to produce some sort of secondary income in addition to their pension fund or Social Security. Even if it's a couple $100, that literally could be a lifesaver. So there are many options for people. They could, find a second job, maybe on the side, just a little part-time thing. They can do work for friends and family. They could provide themselves with some sort of income. I have more videos about this. I don't want to, go down that line too much, but if you look on my channel under the playlists, you will see many different ways that people are literally growing food in their house, and sprouts being one example that I used in the video. As you'll see, they're making $100,000 a year. Now that's extreme. What if it was just $5,000 a year? Do you think that that could help out people on a fixed income? Absolutely it could. So you have to think outside the box. You cannot think traditionally, and I think it's important right now, today, as well as into the future. I know that a lot of people are going to be hurt by what we are seeing with the pensions. Think about it. Already today, people have seen their pensions being slashed significantly in certain places. We have noticed this not just in the US, but in other countries as well. You have to understand, 30% on average, based on, just basically an estimation from what I've seen, 30% slash. Now that would hurt people very hard, because right now they're right at the edge, and 30%, that's going to hurt them even more. So I think that this is important to check out, to look further into, and don't wait for a crisis to happen. Have it prepared today. So this is my message to you. I hope that you found this informative. I think I want to do these type of videos as well to get people aware and to get people thinking. If you're interested in more of the type of options and solutions based things, I'm always interested in bringing that video out to you. However, if you look at the views in general, these videos tend to get about 1/4 of the results of the others. So it's hard for me to bring out these type of videos when I find that the majority of people don't seem to be interested in it. So I'll do whatever videos people are interested in bringing out. You got to let me know what you want to see. So please let me know in the comment section below. That's all for this video. Always remember, the most important thing is your freedom. That's all. Take care.